Hello and welcome to part 2 of The Plague. I am still Niggurath and
I
Fataku.
am still Fataku.
Fataku is still here with me. We have a little bit of a quest here to find some gas mask for our useless buddies, and what do you know? New enemy.
It's a spastic, flailing, rain slicker wearing bayonet akimbo zombie.
Yeah, they really ran the gamut here with their ideas for new enemies. I mean, we got Scotsmen with corrugated fencing and truncheons, and we also have people in raincoats.
I don't know what you.
War, plague,
I know what
and a
you
bunch
did
of
last,
idiots.
German zombie.
Now where are the
Yeah,
masks?
yeah. And they're not that. They look intimidating, what with their flailing arms, but they're actually not that difficult to take care of, especially considering you can just mow them down with bullets since they're another primarily melee type of enemy. Now, in regards to what you really want to be careful of are actually the kind of semi-possessed enemies we just saw there. They're not actually zombies. And they're not actually for us. They're just kind of rabid, I suppose. It's hard to say. But they still carry guns, and they're still obviously a danger.
And see, that guy was just fine until you shot him. He was just minding his own business.
Yeah, he was just walking pleasantly through the poison gas. And then he was like, "Oh shit, it's an old man with a gun. I should probably do something."
Well, that's, when I see an old man with a gun, I run at them and murder them, so it's only understandable.
Yeah, I mean, we really lost that sense of community back in the 60s and 70s where elderly gentlemen could just peruse the streets with guns out in the open. But yeah,
Well,
oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying we're fighting some more of these rain slicker zombies. I know what you did last, German zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, well, along with plenty of these Scottish zombie corrugated fence, truncheon, Highland.
And you know what I've noticed about these guys with their cobbled together improvised weapons? There's a real unity of design here. So it seems like there was some kind of real cohesive effort to make sure that all of their improvised cobbled together weapons all look and function exactly the same way.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they probably have some assembly line somewhere where third world citizens are putting together, pirated truncheons ready to be mass sold.
And one of the best things about this level is we get to enjoy the awesome gas mask effect the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very necessary part of World War I, let alone the overall game. It's finding gas masks for our good buddies, who I'm sure will stick with us for the rest of the game and will stick within our hearts forever.
I'm sure tragedy won't suddenly befall them.
Yeah, well, actually I think we had 4 buddies, and now we're down to 3, but I think that was just for the sake of this this little mini quest.
That's it now. Dark corridors, men turning into monsters, and I'm out collecting masks.
Because, I mean, where would you put a 4th gas mask? I don't know. It's definitely not
Well,
up.
You gotta figure. Sorry, you gotta figure that if you're gonna be carrying half a dozen gas masks for your useless friends.
You might as well. Yeah. But yeah, we just had another secret back there, which was even more grenades for our rifle, which we're not going to be seeing this level. Not the greatest secret, but it's easily counterbalanced by these great lines.
Good job. Do I get a scary costume too?
And we see our hilarious friend here is cracking his jokes again.
Thanks, old man.
Yeah, I suppose gas masks are a part of any scary outfit.
Kill the traitors!
And I gotta apologize to our viewers here a little bit because I have a little bit of a cold right now. My voice isn't exactly great. If I sound like I'm going through puberty from time to time, bear with me.
It's all right. I mean, they had to hear me all the time, and I am in puberty, so. But
and someday, Nigoroth, you will make a lovely young lady.
Yeah, my junior cotillion's coming up. But we seem to have left behind our buddies here, so let's get them going. Because I mean, that hallway was pretty clear, except now it's not. That's fun.
Scripted events are the spice of life in World War I Germany.
Yeah, I think just Zimmerman by himself was a bit too terrifying. But if you have Zimmerman in like the local frat, then it's like, hey, it's a party. Let's get the enemies out.
They were insulted that when you only tried to send one guy, they waited for the whole squad. And they're like, okay, now let's do it.
Yeah.
Our lads are having a hard time over
but
there.
thankfully we've gotten rid of the gas mask, and we've apparently escaped an underground complex, getting some nice sniping here. Not going to be able to snipe this particular gentleman because he's being juggled to death with machine gun bullets. I'm sure they're probably just like rubber bullets. That's why they're not really killing him.
Yeah, I'm noticing he has like a surprising amount of life left in him for a guy who's absorbed like 800 rounds.
Yeah. But we actually have our final secret of the level up here, which was some armor and I think some more grenades. I really don't know why they gave you so many grenades on this particular level, but whatever. We actually have a new character model here. He's very well put together. I'm sure they spent a lot of time on him.
He's fixing that circuitry there with his mind because he is a Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of people knew that the Jedis were actually on the side of the Germans in World War I.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not that the Germans or the Imperial armies were bad, so it's like you could have more than one Jedi, so it didn't follow the whole Sith rules. But they were kind of still incompetent like most Jedis are.
Well, I mean, we all saw how badly that whole Darth Vader thing worked out.
I don't know. I mean, the Empire did pretty good up until something happened. I don't even know. Star Wars is such a dumb plot.
Well, you know, they figured we hadn't seen the hero's journey done to death.
That's it then, old man. We have to go back to the train now and get all the ammunition the hell away from this mess. You're on your own now.
But yeah, after a very
so now you're going down
after very,
into the mines of Moria.
Tense fight there, we make our way away from these horrible people, even though this one guy feels the want to follow us.
I'm noticing the shadows are sticking through the ceiling.
Yeah, I think it was kind of hard to tell, but they were also kind of covering up the faces of those German soldiers there as well. It looked really weird. Whoa.
That guy just got back up. He was like, I'm not done.
Yeah, they did. They didn't even feel the need to animate that guy.
Yeah, they just warped him to his feet.
Whoop.
And we're seeing some more warping to your feet.
Yeah, I
like,
think
put
though
me in,
that's
coach.
I think that's only whenever they're hit with flares. Normally, they do have like an animation to get up, but I guess when they're completely engulfed in flames, it's different.
They must be using that 5-hour energy.
Oh yeah, those guys.
It's the morning wake up you need without all the jitteriness. Or the crash.
I mean, once those the Raincoat guys are actually on you, you can't really get a good impression of how spastic and just unrealistic their movements are. But when they're running towards you from far away, it's really comedic, if anything.
Yeah, you gotta wonder. See, that guy, you shot his hat off first, and then you put one right through his head. But I noticed before you killed him, he was running the same as these guys, just kind of like a slowed down version of it.
Yeah, I'm sure if they had nailed some bayonets into each one of his hands, he'd probably be like the slower, retarded brother of the Raincoat guys.
Yeah, the I'm thinking that if I recall correctly, those rain slicker looking things are actually like an early model kind of anti mustard gas suit, because mustard gas actually would burn your skin too. So you didn't just need a like breathing apparatus; you also need something to cover your skin.
So it's kind of like a hazmat suit.
Yeah, kind of like an early hazmat suit.
Yeah, except I'm sure they didn't have like 20 or 30 of these guys just kind of bundled together with bayonets and super speed.
Well, I assume that hazmat suit gives you super speed. I mean, I've never worn one before, though, so...
Yeah. But after that lovely little... not really a jumping puzzle, because you can just kind of walk across it, but...
it's a walking puzzle.
Yeah, walking puzzle. You might trip, and that water is actually deadly, so I'm sure any other future water
About to cross the bridge
into...
Here. And it's... Oh! I'm so surprised. That it was not sturdy.
I expected that bridge to stay together like Sonny and Cher.
And just cross it completely uneventfully.
Yeah, but instead we're actually given a pretty challenging enemy rush here.
And this is still the first level too. I actually find it a little surprising.
How can they move so quickly when they are so sick? And what's causing all this rage? It's like rabies. With elements of typhoid too. It's they felt the need to really turn up the difficulty way early on. If you're particularly not yet you know, understanding of how easy the raincoat guys are to take down, then having 5 or 6 of them just kind of slap at you willy-nilly can be a bit disconcerting, especially with all the damage indicators like basically blinding you on the screen.
Yeah, they put those guys up in your shit. And although it doesn't seem like they do a lot of damage, with enough of them on you at the same time, also, it's very disorienting because when they hit you, it kind of shakes your shit around and throws blood on your screen.
Yeah, not to mention you still have all these zombies to deal with as well. So there's just a lot of like little incoming damage, like mosquitoes pecking at you.
And it seems like a never-ending wave of bullshit with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you actually do have to kill quite a few of these guys before you can continue on, because otherwise this big massive hole here wouldn't have been here. I think they were actually like load-bearing enemies. They were holding up the wall.
So so we're seeing some ammo and some medkits back here.
Yeah, and this very intricate sewer system here.
And I think we got a boss fight coming up.
Spoilers. But yeah, we have an old friend here from Necrovision going Donkey Kong on some people. Yeah, well, I guess they're called Mole Beast. I kept calling them Vampire Gods in Necrovision, but you know, naming of enemies, whatever.
This is definitely not from our world.
Well, for all we know, those vampire gods that you were fighting were mole beasts before they were turned into vampires.
It's really hard to say, but we're actually about to kill him. This is actually a bit of a gimmick boss fight here. You basically have to rush around this room really quickly and turn some nozzles, and he's dead. Otherwise, you'd probably be wasting all those grenades you'd picked up during the level and not making any headroom and then getting murdered.
And he craps out a bunch of health and adrenaline orbs when you kill him.
And they made sure to list them all over to the side as opposed to the first game, which I'm not sure why they made that change, but here's kind of a pity vampire artifact in case you missed all the other ones in the secrets.
Yeah, I guess if you didn't get any of the secrets earlier, that would pretty much be your first, wouldn't it?
Yep, and that's actually the end of the stage. It's a very important door. But, yeah, we'll see you in the next stage of Necrovision.